So hello everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. So guys, this is our weekly current affairs sessions. We are going to cover all the important general awareness related information and news for the week 23rd to 31st of October, which is going to be very important for your upcoming exam, for your CBA and the NABARD exam. Right now the dates have already been out, so please prepare it accordingly. Please focus on the sessions, revise it, ask your doubts and queries whatever you have. Okay, chalo. So the first news is Deen-Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. So basically, there was an update about this particular scheme, what the scheme has achieved. Okay. So first of all, understand this about this scheme, the Deen-Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. See, back in 2011, it was only known as, under the UPA government, it was known as the National Rural Livelihood Mission. So, but in 2016, they have renamed it to Deen-Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. Okay. Now, this is a centrally sponsored scheme. Centrally sponsored scheme means what? Some part of the scheme money for finance would be provided by the central government, and some part they have to mobilize from the state government. Okay. And what is the objective of this scheme? To mobilize rural poor household, especially the women, into the self-help groups, right? And they want to create a strong grassroots level institution for the poor. Got it? And not only this, they want to diversify the livelihood sources, because in rural areas majority of the people are dependent upon agriculture. They are working into the agriculture sector, but they want to, under this scheme, they want to diversify them, okay, into the non-farm sector also, and to promote self-employment. Got it? One very important thing is what? That livelihood support. Okay, they want to provide, especially they want to target the women, so that they can do their own business also, right? They can start up their own startup village, right? Under this Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, there is a sub scheme which is known as SVEP. That is basically full form is Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program. Got it? So please remember this thing. And what is the financial outlay for this particular year? So for this financial year, an outlay of 19,000 crore rupees has been provided for the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission. Now this was the static part. This was the static part about the scheme. Okay. Now coming to the current aspect. So let's see the question which can be framed from this from the news. Which state has facilitated the maximum bank loan for self-help groups under the DAY-NRLM as of June 2025? Let's see the news in detail, then we'll see the answer. So see, let's see the accomplishment of this schemes. So first of all, this scheme has mobilized 10.05 crore rural household women into 90 lakh self-help groups. And this has become the world's largest poverty alleviation program. Please keep this thing in mind. Yes, very good, Vinod. Andhra is the correct answer. Okay, let me come to that particular point. So under this scheme, the top performing states are Bihar, UP, and Andhra Pradesh. In terms of what? In terms of self-help group number and women mobilization. But if we talk specifically about financial support, then UP and Bihar are at the top. But if we talk about providing bank loans to the self-help groups, then Andhra Pradesh is at number 1. Right? So what was our question? Which state has facilitated maximum bank loan for self-help groups? So then answer would be Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Yes, no in the comment box. So correct answer is Andhra Pradesh. Is it clear, everyone? Those are watching live? Very good, very good. I want answer from everyone. Yes, no. Only Vinod is giving the answer. What about other students? Sir, we have taken our lunch. We are feeling sleepy. Then we have to read current affairs. है ना? Chalo, anyways. Let's move on to the next news. Kerala has signed a MOU with Education Ministry to join PM SHRI school scheme. Now, let's talk about the PM SHRI school scheme. First of all, this scheme was basically launched in the year 2022. Now, what is the purpose of this scheme? The purpose of this scheme is to convert or transform the existing 14,500 schools, which includes the Kendriya Vidyalayas, the Navodaya Vidyalayas. They want to transform into a exemplar school. Exemplar school means schools with good facility, infrastructure, better pedagogy, okay, and schools having inclusive practices, right? Now for this, the budget they have approved is 27,360 crores for 5 years, starting from 2022. Got it? Now why Kerala has joined it last? Because you know that in Kerala, BJP government is not present. Okay. So now, right now, they have joined it, and basically they want to secure certain funding under this PM Shri school scheme, right? So let's see the news in detail. So static part already completed. So how much funding does Kerala plan to secure under the PM Shri school for school modernization? Now understand this PM Shri scheme, it is a centrally sponsored scheme. Some support would be provided by the central government, and some money would be mobilized by the state government itself. Okay. So let's see the news. So under the Prime Minister's School for Rising India PM Shri scheme, Kerala wants to secure 1446 crore rupees for modernizing the government schools. So this scheme, as I already told you, it is a centrally sponsored scheme. All right, and everything aligns with the national education policy, right? Because under the national education policy, there is a mention of the model or the exemplar institution. Yeah, chalo. So how you are going to make the short notes? Kerala joins the PM Shri 1446 crore fund they want to secure, and what is the purpose? School modernization. Okay, so this is your short note for this particular current affairs. Okay, chalo. Next is DPIIT. DPIIT means Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. This is a department under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. They have signed a MOU with two bodies. One is the Kotak Mahindra Bank and second is the Primus Partner. And what is the overall objective? The overall objective is to improve the India's startup ecosystem. So which two entities? DPIIT has signed a MOU for strengthening the India's startup ecosystem. So it is the Kotak Mahindra and Primus Partner. So let's see what are the difference in both the MOUs. So with DPIIT and Kotak Mahindra, since it is a bank, it is going to provide what? Financial support. Okay, loans. Apart from that, non-financial support like zero balance account, you can let's say I have a business, I want to start a new business, I can open a zero balance account also. Okay. Then with Primus Partners, what is the MOU? It is mostly for capacity building and skill training. They're also going to provide mentorship and marketing support, right? So remember like this, DPIIT comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Two MOUs, one with Kotak Mahindra, right, for financial and non-financial support, with Primus Partner, what kind of support? Capacity building and mentorship, right? And mentorship. Like this, you can make your short notes. Okay. Chalo, very good. Next is government launched 600 crore Kapas Kranti mission to promote high yield long staple cotton cultivation. See, due to partition between India and Pakistan, this is Pakistan, okay, and this is, let's say, this is the Bangladesh. Now, what happened was, if you divide India, the West India, especially the area of Maharashtra and parts of Telangana, it is very famous. In some parts of Gujarat, it is very famous for what? Cotton cultivation. Why? Because of the presence of black soil. Okay, but due to partition, parts of Pakistan, these areas now they were having good quality, top-notch quality of what? Long staple cotton. But due to partition, the majority of the long staple cotton went to Pakistan, and India is left with short and staple cotton. Similarly, in the east, due to partition again, Bangladesh, the majority of the good quality jute went to Bangladesh, right? That's why Bangladesh is doing really good in the textile sector. Okay. Now, for promoting this cotton cultivation, long staple cotton cultivation, government has launched the Kapas Kranti mission worth of 600 crore rupees. What is the purpose? To promote high yield and long staple cotton. Got it? So, do you have to remember this much? Now let's see one by one what are the important things. So, Government of India has launched Kapas Kranti mission. Okay, with an outlay of 600 crore rupees. For what? For growing high yield, long staple cotton. And they are targeting which two states? They are targeting Maharashtra and Telangana, right? And for this, the second part you have to remember is a new app has been created, the Kapas Kisan app, which has been created by the Cotton Corporation of India. Now, what this app will do? So basically, this app is going to help the farmers procure the cotton, okay, or the agencies to procure the cotton at the MSP. Now, what is the MSP for cotton? So it is 8,110 rupees per quintal. This is the MSP of cotton. Now, I am giving you one homework. You are going to tell me what is the MSP for wheat and paddy. This is your homework. You are going to tell me in the comment section. Okay. After the video, please go and find it. What is the MSP for wheat and what is the MSP for paddy? Please write it down in the comment box. This is your homework. Next is Niti Aayog and DP World launches We Rise initiative to empower women entrepreneurs. So what is the primary objective of We Rise initiative launched by Niti Aayog and DP World? So it is basically to empower women-led MSMEs. Okay, women entrepreneurship they want to promote. So this DP World, it is a UAE based company. Okay, so you can make a short note like this: Niti Aayog plus DP World. They are creating what? We Wise, and this is about what? Supporting women entrepreneurship. Okay, like this you can make a short notes, right? Please remember this thing. Rest, if you want, you can read it, but that is not required for your exam point of view. Chalo. Next is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare have revised the guidelines for PDMC scheme to foster micro irrigation. Now understand, there is a one scheme, very important scheme known as the Prime Minister Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, this was launched in the year 2015. Now this scheme has four major subcomponents. One is what? Accelerated Irrigation Benefit Program. Second is Har Khet Ko Pani. Har Khet Ko Pani. Third is Per Drop More Crop. Per Drop More Crop. And fourth is what? The Watershed Management. Now this scheme is not a scheme of a single ministry. It is a convergence of three ministries. For example, the accelerated irrigation benefit and Har Khet Ko Pani is taken care by Ministry of Jal Shakti. Per drop more crop it is taken care by Ministry of Agriculture. And watershed management component is taken care by Ministry of Rural Development. Okay. So please remember this thing. And now in 2021, government has started the Prime Minister Krishi Sinchai Yojana 2.0. Okay. So let's see what are the new revised guidelines under the PDMC. So it is basically to foster micro irrigation. Micro irrigation basically involves two components. One is the drip irrigation and second is the sprinkler. So you can see in the image, this is what? This is the sprinkler, right? Chalo. Is this clear guys about Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana? Yes, no in the comment box, those who are watching. I have tried to make it as simple as possible. Okay. Chalo. So what is the main purpose of revised PDMC scheme? So basically to promote efficient water use and raise farmers' income. Okay. Now, what is the revised guidelines? So basically earlier what was happening was that for this micro irrigation part, the funding for such project was capped at 20% for most states, right? water harvesting or micro water use efficiency. To promote that, 20% fund was earmarked. For example, if you are spending 100 rupees, out of this you can only spend 20 rupees on the micro irrigation part. That was the thing, and that was for the general state. For northeastern state and Himalayan state, it was 40%. Now what they have done is they have removed this thing, this capping part. They have provided more flexibility to the state government to mobilize fund and to spend more on these micro irrigation and precision farming, right? So this cap has been removed. They have been given flexibility. Okay, right? Is it clear? Now I have told you about the Prime Minister Krishi Sinchai Yojana 2.0, which was basically started in 2021 for the next 5 years. It means for 2021 till 2026, right? And under this, they have provided a fund of 93,068 crore rupees. Got it? Chalo. I hope it is clear now. Moving ahead, Coal India and IIT Madras has signed MOU to build a center for sustainable energy. Okay, Coal India. Can anyone tell me what is the PSU status of Coal India Limited? Whether it is a Maharatna or a Navratna? Is it a Maharatna or a Navratna? Please tell me in the comment box. Coal India Limited. So you are going to tell me, this is your homework. You please tell me in the comment box, है ना, after the session, what is the status of CIL? Is it a Maharatna or Navratna? Okay, chalo. Please read about it, Vinod, है ना? After the session, please read about it. What is the main objective of Center for Sustainable Energy? So it is to develop low carbon technologies and support India's net zero 2070 goal. So Coal India Limited plus IIT Madras, they have collaborated for what? For Center for Sustainable Energy, where they are going to open the center at IIT Madras only. Now why they are doing it? What is the purpose? How they are going to do it? They want to transition India to a low carbon and sustainable energy future. Okay, why? Because we have a target to become net zero by 2070. Got it? So this is your short notes for this particular news. This is the main thing. C is the correct answer. Next is Ministry of Civil Aviation marks 9th UDAN anniversary, highlights growth in regional connectivity scheme. Okay. So when was the RCS? So basically, do you know about UDAN scheme? UDAN basically means Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. So this scheme was basically launched in the year 2016, specifically 21st October 2016. Under this, basically the government wants to do two things. First of all, regional connectivity. They want to improve the regional connectivity. For example, if I want to go to Delhi to Mumbai, then flights are available. But if I want to go from Delhi to Shimla, there was no flight. If I want to go to Delhi to Jaipur, there was no flight. So it was basically, the scheme was launched to promote regional connectivity. And second thing is to make air travel affordable. Affordable air travel. Okay. So if your flight right now is below 1 hour, if you're traveling somewhere and the flight timing is less than 1 hour, you will get subsidy on your ticket. For example, Delhi to Lucknow flight is just 1800 or 2000 rupees. Delhi to Jaipur flight is again 1500 to 2000 rupees. Okay. So what they are trying to do is they are making air travel affordable. Got it? And the first flight under Udan scheme was launched in 2017 and it was between Delhi and Shimla. Please keep this thing in mind. Okay. Chalo. So when was the RCS Udan scheme launched? 21st October 2016. Now, the static part was more important here. The current aspect, because 9th anniversary was celebrated. Just remember the chairperson of Airport Authority of India, Mr. Vipin Kumar. Okay. Next is Chennai becomes first Indian city to implement real-time flood forecasting system. Now guys, can anyone tell me See, in India, the monsoon period is what? In India, the monsoon period is generally considered June to September. But during this time, there is no rainfall in Chennai. Why? In Chennai, rainfall generally happens in November and December. Can anyone tell me what is the reason? Now, even in RBI, they are asking questions from geography. है ना? So you should be prepared if you are preparing for RBI. Achha, I'm also planning for EPFO. Now I'm also planning for taking some sessions on polity, history, है ना, and general economy, right? See, because of southwest monsoon, one branch of the southwest monsoon, it flows parallel to the Chennai coast. That's why there is no obstruction. That's why there is no rainfall. Rainfall happens when the retreating monsoon, they pick up moisture from Bay of Bengal and then they do rainfall over Chennai, right? That is the reason. That is the basic geography behind it, and it is all because of the movement of the sun. है ना? We are not going to go in detail. I'll take some other session if it is required. So, which city in India became the first to fully implement a real-time flood forecasting and spatial decision support system? So, it is Chennai, right? Chalo. So, just so you can make notes like this: Chennai, first city to make what? To make a real-time flood forecasting system with support from World Bank. Okay, with support from World Bank. This is your entire short note for this particular news. Okay, try to extract keywords. Otherwise, if you start reading everything, you're not going to retain it. But every news, if you do it like this, you can retain it for a longer duration of time. That is the trick to crack any competitive exam, especially GA based. Hello sir, any update about RBI Grade A? Is going to come, please wait. Hopefully before 15th of November you will get. Chalo. Next is India re-elected as vice chairperson of COP10 Bureau at UNESCO in Paris, France. What is this COP10 Bureau? Basically, there was an international convention. Okay, it is an international convention against doping in sports. Against doping in sports, right? So that otherwise, what happened is basically sometimes the athletes they take performance enhancing drugs. Okay, and they do really good. So, in order to test them whether they have taken such kind of drugs or not, this international convention is there to stop these things. Right? Chalo. So, where was this meeting held? So, first of all, during COP10 of the International Convention of Doping, where it was happening at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris. Which country was elected as the vice chairperson of the Asia Pacific group? So, it is India. Okay, so let's see what are the things you have to remember. First of all, the event venue was UNESCO headquarters in Paris. Okay, India was re-elected as the vice chair of the Asia Pacific group, that is the group 4. And who is the chairperson of the convention? Azerbaijan, right? So 3 things you have to remember: 1, 2 and 3. Got it? So see, we'll come to that. Okay, yeah, see again, we can't predict. Okay, but we can have a tentative that yes, in November or December you can get your results, right? Because they are going to speed up things. If you go with the previous trend now, you will see that within 60-70 days, within 60 days they give everything. Chalo. Next is Government of India partners with Nigeria to establish first IIT campus in Nigeria. Okay. So where is the proposed site for establishing the first IIT campus in Nigeria? Let's see the answer. So Government of India has basically planned to start a new IIT in Nigeria. At which place? At Suleja. At Suleja. Okay. And this is basically based on IIT Madras and Zanzibar model. Okay, IIT Madras has opened a campus in Zanzibar, which is basically in Tanzania, back in 2023. On the similar model, they are opening in Nigeria. Okay, so please remember this. This is your short notes. Chalo. Next is India and UK launched Ramanujan Junior Research Program. Who is Ramanujan? Who was Ramanujan actually? He was the great mathematician of India. Okay, he was the mathematician who basically collaborated with the UK based mathematician Mr. G.H. Hardy, right? And they have done exemplary things in the domain of mathematics, right? Also there was a very important movie, very good movie, The Man Who Knew Infinity. The Man Who Knew Infinity. It was based on the life of Ramanujan. In UPSC Civil Services Exam 2017, they have asked the same question. The Man Who Knew Infinity movie was based on which character or which person, right? Chalo. Next is, what is the primary objective of Ramanujan Junior Research Program launched by India and UK? So basically, to support young Indian scientists in theoretical physics and mathematics. Okay. So do you have to remember this much? No, just remember this. India plus UK Ramanujan program for supporting young Indian scientists in physics and maths. Right? So just remember this one. That is more than sufficient. Okay. Chalo. Next is LI AGS Federal Life partner with CSB Bank for new SME bank assurance. So CSB is a bank. AGS Federal Life Insurance is an insurance company. And when bank and insurance come together, this is known as what? Bank assurance. Okay. What is the benefit for bank? Bank is getting diversified product. Bank is diversifying its product. Insurance, what? How the insurance company is getting benefited? Insurance company is getting the customer base of the bank to sell its product. Okay, that is known as bank assurance. So what is the main objective of AGS Life and CSB Bank SME Bank Assurance? To offer life insurance solution to SME and individual entrepreneurs. Okay, so basically promoting and supporting the small and medium enterprises and individual businesses. So just remember the name of the company, okay, the bank, okay, and what is the purpose. So SME Bank Assurance tie-up, right? Rest you don't have to read anything. Chalo. Next is ADB and World Bank has signed 3 billion EEA to boost lending for developing nation. What is EEA? It basically means exposure exchange agreement. First of all, understand what does exposure means. Exposure basically means, let's say there is a bank called A, okay, development bank called, let's say, ADB, and it has lent money to a country, let's say X. And that country, once this bank invests in this country, it bears the risk that the country may not repay. For example, the country is Pakistan. They have taken the loan, they are not going to repay. So if many loans are made to the same country, if ADB is giving many loans to the same country, then the bank portfolio becomes concentrated in this country. It means the bank has taken a lot of risk. And then the bank regulators, they will require more capital to cover this risk. Okay. Now, what is exposure exchange means? For example, there is another bank called, let's say, World Bank. World Bank has invested in, let's say, X is Pakistan. World Bank is, let's say, they have invested in India. So what they will do, they will try to share or distribute their risk. Okay. They're not going to distribute loan, they're going to distribute risk, right? They will agree that, let's say, ADB takes some exposure of India and World Bank will take some exposure of Pakistan. So the risk minimization work is done here. That is known as exposure exchange agreement. So which two banks have done this? ADB and World Bank. Now why they have done it? So that ADB's lending capacity for developing nations will enhance. Okay, so that is the main purpose. So just remember, ADB plus World Bank, they have done what? Exposure exchange agreement worth of 3 billion US dollar. Okay, and what is the purpose? To increase lending capacity of ADB. Got it? So the entire news converted into this type of small, short and crisp notes. Okay, those who are watching live, kindly like the session. Chalo. Next is SEBI panel led by RS Gandhi proposes higher transaction fee for clearing corporation. Now understand, what is a clearing corporation? What is the primary function of a clearing corporation? See, clearing corporation, the main function is basically it settles the trade. Okay, they are basically they are responsible for making or settling trade safely. Settling trade safely, that is their major purpose, right? Is it clear? So basically they make sure that, let's say, if some person has purchased, buy some share or sold some share, na, they basically look after, or they basically make sure that the money and the shares are correctly exchanged. And in order to do that, they need money, they need income to manage all the risks. They have to be financially strong. So earlier, for all the transaction, they were taking a charge of transaction fees of 5 to 6%. Okay. Earlier they were taking, basically they were getting only 5 to 6% of all the total transaction. But now the transaction values are also very high. So there is a panel which was led by RS Gandhi ji, and he told that the transaction fee percentage should be increased from 5 to 6 to 25% if we want to make this clearing corporation financially strong. Okay, is it clear guys, what is clearing corporation? So if you are in the capital market, you are into the stock market thing, the clearing corporation or the entity which look after the settlement of trade. Okay, and in order to for them to be financially strong, to absorb cushion, to have some absorbing cushion for against any risk, they need money. Okay, so that's why they are increasing the percentage. What is the purpose of increasing the transaction charges? To strengthen the financial independence and balance sheet of clearing corporation. Got it? So just remember the panel name RS Gandhi. Earlier they were having 5 to 6% of transaction fees. Now they have been basically proposed to increase it to 25%. Okay, sure. Next is Ola Electric launches its first residential BESS, Ola Shakti. What is BESS? That is known as Battery Energy Storage System. Okay. So right now Ola is selling all its electric scooters. So they are also going to sell this box so that you can plug in your scooter with this box and you can charge it anywhere, right? So what is the significance of Ola Electric Ola Shakti launch? So basically it's entry into the residential battery energy storage system. Okay, Ola Electric has launched Ola Shakti, which is a BESS. BESS means battery energy and storage system. Got it? And they are using lithium ion battery in this system. Got it? Chalo. Next is award related news. So for every award I have told you two things. Please remember the name of the person and the award which he has received. If there is any prize money, you can remember that also. Dr. Ashok Kumar, Nilgiri scientist named among top 2% scientists worldwide. Nilgiri is basically the place in Tamil Nadu. Okay. So which Indian scientist from Nilgiri, Tamil Nadu was featured in the world's top 2% scientist list? So it is Mr. Ashok Kumar Veramuthu. So name of the person is important. World top 2% scientist is important. And from which place? Tamil Nadu. Okay. Rest you don't have to remember. Not required for your exam. Chalo. Next is the Global Fintech Award 2025 celebrate. Okay, so let's see what all the awards were given. So which fintech startup was named Fintech Startup of the Year at Global Financial Awards, Fintech Awards? So Paytm, UB, Razorpay or PhonePe? We'll see the news, then we'll see the answer. So UB was named Fintech Startup of the Year. Fintech Person of the Year female was Upasna Taku. She is the co-founder of MobiQuick. And Fintech Person of the Year male is Yashish Dahiya. He is the chairperson of PB Fintech. Okay. So remember these 2 points. These 2 points are very important. Okay. Chalo. Next is Indian origin historian Sunil Amrit wins British Academy Book Prize. So who won the 2025 British Academy Book Prize for the book The Burning Earth? So it is Sunil Amrit. So for books and author, remember the name of the book, The Burning Earth, and the author Sunil Amrit. Okay, and what award? British Academy Book Prize. Okay, so this much you have to remember, rest you don't have to remember anything. Next is Neeraj Chopra honored with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in Territorial Army. So which sports person was given the or conferred the honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel? So it is Mr. Neeraj Chopra, the javelin ace of India. Okay, so please remember the name Neeraj Chopra. Okay, he has been given the honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Territorial Army. Chalo. Now these are very factual news, nothing to explain here, है ना? And Neeraj has won the Khel Ratna in 2021. Please remember this thing. Next, again, appointment related news. Shanta Rangaswamy elected as the first woman president of Cricket Association, Indian Cricket Association. Okay, Shanta Rangaswamy. So please remember the name Shanta Rangaswamy, president of IC, and she was also the first captain of India's women cricket team. Okay, back in 1976. She was also the first Indian woman to score a test century in 1977. Got it? Chalo. Next, we have already covered this news. We are not going to cover it again. Okay. Now, this news becomes very important. Yes, this is a 5-star news. Okay, guys. Global Forest Resource Assessment Report 2025. India ranked number 9th in the total forest area. So, based upon the total forest area of a country, this ranking have been done. So, first of all, who has released the report? FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization. Global Forest Resource Assessment Report 2025. So, what is the rank of India in terms of forest cover? We are at number 9th. Achha, you are going to tell me what is the headquarter of FAO. You are going to tell me in the comment section after the video. Okay, please go search and tell me in the comment box. Chalo. So, and the topper is Russia. Russia is ranked first. Second is Brazil. Third is Canada. And 9th is India. So, please remember the country name. Okay. Next, Indian Air Force participated in multinational exercise Ocean Sky 2025 in Spain. And this is our Sukhoi jets. They have participated, right? So, which country who is hosting the multinational air combat exercise Ocean Sky? It is Spain. So, name of the exercise is important. Ocean Sky. It is a Air Force exercise, right? And its venue was Spain. Got it? And which fighter jet from India participated? The Sukhoi 30. Chalo. Rest no need to remember. Next is Maharashtra Governor Acharya Devrat released the book Modi's Mission by Burgess Desai. So, who is the author of the book Modi's Mission, released by Maharashtra Governor Acharya Devrat? So, it is Mr. Burgess Desai. So, name of the book, please remember Modi's Mission. Name of the author, Burgess Desai, please remember this thing. And this book is basically about Narendra Modi's journey from Gujarat Chief Minister to the Prime Minister of India. Okay, sure. Next news, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh released Lieutenant General Raj Shukla book on civil military fusion. So, who has written this book, Civil Military Fusion? So, Lieutenant General Raj Shukla retired. So, name of the book is Civil Military Fusion. The writer is Lieutenant General Raj Shukla. Two things you have to remember. Next, India wins the bid to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games. So, see, understand. And where it is going to happen? Which city is going to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games? So it is Ahmedabad. See, earlier back in 2010, India hosted the first Commonwealth game in their entire life. Okay, and what was the venue? That was Delhi. Now the second time they are hosting it in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, the 20th 30th Commonwealth Games. Okay, also India is planning to host the 2030 Olympic Games in Ahmedabad. This is just the planning, right? Chalo. Achha, the first Commonwealth game held in which year? 1930. So on the 100 years of completion, India is going to host the Commonwealth game in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Chalo. Next is Morocco scripted history with 2-0 win against Argentina in the FIFA Under 20 World Cup final. So which national team won the FIFA Under 20 World Cup held in Chile? Morocco. Now let's see the news. The event is FIFA Under 20 World Cup 2025. What was the venue where this event was taking place? In Chile. And which country won? Morocco. Three things you have to remember for this news. Rest no need to remember. Next is Indian Olympic gold medalist Abhinav Bindra appointed as the torchbearer for the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics. See, Milan and Cortina, these are the two places in Italy where the Winter Olympics 2026 is going to happen. Okay, so who has been appointed as the torchbearer? Abhinav Bindra. Abhinav Bindra basically won he is the only Indian, the first Indian to win individual Olympic gold in the 10-meter air rifle event in the 2018 Beijing Olympics. Now, the 2026 Winter Olympic, where it is going to happen? In Italy. And which two places? One is Milan and second is Cortina. Right? Please remember this thing. Abhinav Bindra is the correct answer. Now, obituary related news, guys, very important news. Please remember, this is a 5-star news, I would say. Piyush Pandey, the Padma Shri awardee and the legendary Indian advertiser, passed away. Okay. So, which iconic advertising professional known as the voice of Indian advertising? He was known as the voice of Indian advertising. He passed away on October 23, 2025. Piyush Pandey. Now, let's see his work. Why he is so much famous? See, his work include Mile Sur Mera Tumhara campaign, public campaign. Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar. This tagline was given by him. Anti-smoking initiatives, right? So for this, he has got the Padma Shri award, right? So please remember the name Piyush Pandey. Okay, chalo. He has also created many memorable campaigns like Fevicol, Cadbury Dairy Milk, Asian Paints, Hutch Mobile. Okay, chalo. Again, one more important veteran space scientist, Eknath Vasant Chitnis. He also passed away. He was a Padma Bhushan awardee. And this person has guided our ex-president Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam also. Okay, let's see his work. Hai na? So, which pioneering Indian space scientist was instrumental in establishing INCOSPAR? INCOSPAR is basically the predecessor of ISRO. Okay, and mentoring Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and who passed away at the age of 100 years. So, it was Eknath Vasant Chitnis. He lived up to 100 years. And he was helpful for basically establishing the INCOSPAR, the precursor of ISRO. He also selected Thumba rocket launch site in Kerala, right? And he also guided APJ Abdul Kalam for the SLV project. So he was a very great scientist and a very great mentor, right? So please remember the name Eknath Vasant Chitnis. Okay. So guys, this was all about all the important weekly current affairs. I hope you have enjoyed the session. So guys, those who are watching live, kindly like the session and kindly share the session. It will be really helpful for us. Okay, and if you have any kind of doubt, do let me know over the comment box. I would be happy to answer. Right? So please revise these things. And my Telegram channel is GA by Yash Sir. You can join it. You can ask your doubt, whatever doubts you have. Okay. So please remember. Okay, chalo, I'll see you in the next session, guys. Till then, have a great day and Jai Hind, everyone. Take care.